20 Teal winners, all under age 20. $100,000 to drop out of school and pursue our dreams. This is Team Technorati.
The T-Rex is named Stan. Stan the T-Rex. There's a pool and a beach volleyball court.
Being at Google and meeting the engineers that are actually behind these products that we use daily, whether it be Google Mail, Glass, Search, is an amazing chance.
And so who here has ever tried on glass? This glass is going to sit above your eye. You're going to be swiping forwards, swiping backwards, swiping down.
And then you'll be able to look around the website and scroll around that way.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
You have to think about the philosophy of Google X. It's about doing things 10 times, 100 times the next step. Car accidents, huge problem, right? A lot of people are getting in car accidents. What does Google do? They create a car that drives itself, take the human aspect out of it. I don't know, what do you guys think about it when you first heard about it?
I have terrible vision in both my eyes. I have absolutely horrific, I mean, worse than probably most people I've ever met. My glasses are like this thick. And putting this thing on my eye was immediately within 10-15 seconds actually kind of painful to look at.
This is the feedback we want. So.
But really the reality of things is that everything starts off large. And this is a tiny device, and I feel like the functionality can be really ironed out in other applications first before going here. And once people are really comfortable with that larger technology, this would just fall. People are like, why isn't it in our faces yet?
I've never thought of it that way, so.
It was great to try Google Glass, but I think that idea of 10x thinking, of going a few steps ahead of where you actually are, really pushing technologies, is amazing, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop questioning it.
Nice to meet you all. Have a good one.
You're going to hop into a 10x Thinking workshop and think about your projects and think about how we can 10x them. We're going to teach you the process that we try to follow. So there are 3 fellows that we're going to be helping out today.
My challenge is how might we help healthcare consumers find the best options for themselves?
How can we reduce the gap between what we would consider a virtual experience and a real experience?
How might we make data analysis easier and accessible to laymen?
Let's split up and pick a challenge per table. Game storming starts with big picture thinking.
Can we do it by just fitting like a bunch of having a lot of data and testing it out?
And the important part is tying it into what the layman want to understand.
So most people, if they saw a giant Excel file, they wouldn't really know what to do with it.
So brainwriting is one activity that we do often. You're going to write one idea about how you might solve this problem per post-it. Last 30 seconds. Take a post-it that isn't your own.
Teleport care anywhere in the world.
Add a thought.
A sensor in a toilet. I think a Japanese company actually does this, I think.
Ambulance a la Uber, I said you can call ambulance with different capabilities. If you have a broken leg, call an ambulance. It's basically a truck with a bed in it.
That's for DocDash, is to have DocX and DocXL. There could just be a fatter doctor, I don't know.
Now what I want you to do is just by yourself, storyboard one idea built out in 6 to 8 different ways. This step is where the prototyping comes in. When we actually build something that is the first step of this.
I haven't seen Play-Doh in decades.
I'm more excited.
Put this on your wrist.
I don't think it's going to fit. I guess we've got a toothbrush here that's supposed to detect the acidity in your teeth.
And then tracking and aggregating that.
The idea being that you create technologies that actually read certain metrics about your body each day.
Next group.
So that kind of represents the data monster, and this is a winged angel that will solve the problem.
Hopefully you got a little bit of an idea of how Google X thinks of moonshot thinking and 10x thinking and thinking a little crazy.
I would assume that they have something against mining, just because. And then
That's actually a good idea.
Then they just keep scrolling up, just like the Dropbox kind of intro.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
sure. I love that we can be this kind of intercollaborative group of people aimed towards not only furthering our own endeavors and pursuits, but also making sure we help each other. I've already been able to make some strides in how I'm thinking about my product and how I'm thinking about Hive just by living with a few of the other fellows. And thinking about that scaling to 2 years is really unbelievable. The value is infinite.
Tune in for the next episode of Team Technorati when we get an insider's look at the tech shop. And be sure to subscribe to the Wired channel.